Good morning, Dirtfish Rally friends, and welcome to day 2 of the Monte Carlo Rally. That is Alvin Evans making his way to the opening stage of the day, stage 3. David, we've had the first 2 stages. What have we learned about this magnificent new generation of World Rally car?
Well, we've learned that there were some problems, but perhaps not as many problems as we thought. What we've definitely learned is that Sébastien Ogier hasn't...
Come on, Neville!
Sébastien Ogier hasn't got any slower in the past 12 months, has he? But the big surprise, you said there won't be a Sébastien Loeb versus Sébastien Ogier fight. Of course there won't. What happened last night?
It was quite remarkable. For me, 2 stories from the opening day. One is that I think we can be optimistic. There was a lot of concern, perhaps, about reliability. Today is going to be a telling day, that is for sure. Don't forget, no service today. But I think we can be optimistic for the chances today. The other thing was Loeb. He was quite magnificent. Okay, Ogier, well, you know, you're always going to pick Ogier over Loeb, really, because of the relevance and the recent experience. But Loeb finished the day 5 seconds, 5 and a little bit seconds behind Ogier, David. For me, that was the performance of the night.
You just don't know, though, do you? You know, he came, we all saw him coming off the back of Dakar as a negative, but he'd had 12 days seat time.
Correct.
He'd been sharp and on the ball with the competition and everything, so maybe he came into it just that bit sharper. You said, you know, yesterday there were some issues at Shakedown we saw, but I think pretty much every team had an issue. Today is going to be a very, very big day, but awesome performance from Loeb and awesome performance from the Fords as well.
The Fords were quite remarkable. Yeah, obviously Loeb topped away, but then we had Greensmith was stunning last night. Greensmith went with a slightly different tyre choice. He went with the super soft to the softs. He made the most of it. Greensmith looked and sounded comfortable. For most at some great times. Craig Breen, would you be a little concerned? Not really.
No, because Craig, he had a reasonable shunt in testing coming into it. Also, he hasn't been here for 4 or 5 years. Playing himself in, you know, it's very easy. And we all sort of fell for this in Shakedown, didn't we? Good Lord, look at those, you know, tenths of seconds, how exciting.
Lord.
It was 2,500 metres or something, wasn't it? It wasn't a lot.
If you'd been running through that stage, David, you wouldn't have been that far behind them, you know?
But you've got to give context to this, haven't you?
Yes.
And also, it's the first night at Monte Carlo. Nobody is absolutely on the ragged edge. We haven't seen the best out of anybody. The interesting point could be, you know, it is really, really cold now. One of us 2 got the jacket strategy correct. So Greensmith's used 4 super softs already. How many of those are you going to need? I would imagine for sure this morning you're going to be on.
Well, I have some news. About that.
You've kept it to yourself.
They're softs. They're on softs. They've got super softs as the choice. So it's 4 softs, just about for everyone, with either 1 or 2 super softs.
Right.
No one has gone out this morning. Now that surprised me as well, and I'll tell you why. What we have in this loop is we have just under 50 kilometres. It's 3 stages. The first 2 stages in the loop pass calls that are almost 1,700 metres. 5 and a bit thousand feet. It is plus 2 degrees where we're standing now. We're only at 150 metres. They're going up a further 1,500 metres in height. It will be below freezing. There will be very cold stretches of tarmac. There could possibly be some black ice out there this morning. It'll be a testing morning, that is for sure. Final word, David, on the Hyundais and the Toyotas. We can't worry about the Toyotas because obviously Ogier was great, Alvin Evans was good. Do we worry about the performance last night of Neuville, Tanak, Rovanperä?
We can't. We've got to wait and see. We've got to give it a day, haven't we?
We have to give it a day.
We talked a lot. We have talked a great deal about potential for technical problems through the first day of Monte Carlo, first full day of Monte Carlo. Who is it that's having the technical problems?
Us. Just us.
No,
Folks,
just with our car.
With our car.
We're having some issues. We're carrying a bit of an engine issue with our car.
We are, but not to worry about that. We will get to the action for you folks.
We hope.
So listen, as I said, 6 stages ahead of us today, 98 kilometres, around about 60 or so miles of competitive action. No service. That is going to be the interesting thing for these new rally cars. Huge amounts to look forward to today. David and I will be right in the thick of the action to bring you all the news as it unfolds from day 2 of the Monte Carlo Rally with Dirtfish.com.